Hello, everybody. In the last subreddit video, we mentioned idiots towing things. So now we're here for the top of all time. This video not brought to you by the absolutely gigantic advertisement on the side of the screen. Good Lord, I am doomed. We begin with number 19. Anyone seen my trailer? You know what? I've never towed anything, by the way. So I feel like maybe I'll say something wrong and a big towing enthusiast is going to be like, you're wrong about this towing thing. But also there seem like some probably common sense logical things that are bad. Like when your thing comes off and you see it in the front of your car. Can you imagine? You're towing your car and then all of a sudden you see your car in front of your truck and you're like, what? And there it goes. Oh, God, is it going to go into somebody's house? Bro, is it about to go in somebody's house? Oh, geez. Oh, thank goodness for the curb. Whew. Oh, my God. I didn't know that the fishtailing could end with the trailer just like straight up completely coming off, but I guess it can probably only handle like so much force before something breaks. How did it just get... It looks slightly uphill. Like, how did it just kept going? I'm surprised it kept its inertia, just kept going a little bit up the hill, and then it's like, I'm going to go now. Dude, your heart would be in your freaking mouth as you're just watching your very own car fly off of the edge of the road. Idiots! Oh, God, they're driving really fast. My prediction is the bumper flies off. I also feel like we may have seen this. There's probably some crossover between here and Idiots and Cars, especially with some of the top posts of all time. So the bumper flies off. Yeah, we've seen that one before, but it's still a classic. He was proud of himself too. Moving day, 14, like 2014. I was like, the apostrophe's on the wrong side. Like the 14-foot pulling a 24-foot. No, the 2014 pulling a 24-foot box. Gross weight, 20,000 pounds. Tank of fuel every 80 to 120 miles on a 600-plus mile move. 4.5 to 8 miles per gallon. That doesn't necessarily seem like the smartest approach to things. I don't know general, like, maximum towing weights. I just recently was listening to a video about the Cybertruck, though, and I think that was claimed... Like, the ambitious claim was going to be that it had like a 15,000 tow capacity, and then they actually released and it was like 11,000. So significantly under what they promised. But knowing how Tesla always promises the sky and then it kind of doesn't necessarily happen, I feel like 15,000 is a pretty heavy towing load. So 20,000 seems like it might be a little much, potentially. But I also don't know what the max capacity is. But anyway, doesn't necessarily seem good. If it's top of all time, there are probably some towing enthusiasts on this subreddit, so it's probably not good. Meanwhile, in San Francisco... Oh, no. Well, it's stuck. Oh, never mind. It's not stuck. He's just going to get real. He's going to get some air. Oh. Bro, is the thing going to snap? Oh, my God. Is it going to start creasing? There's no way it's going to, like, start creasing or something like that. Yeah, no, the drive wheels are in front, to be fair. But it's going to, like... That's probably not good for how the tow comes together. Honestly, though, it's like, what are you supposed to do sometimes when you encounter just a big freaking incline in the street? Like, it's got to be really difficult to plan for angles, right? Obviously, you can plan for wide streets, making sure you stay where there's wide streets, stoplights, and whatever, but it's just like, San Francisco's got to be a freaking struggle. Also, I just realized I never went full screen for that. Here you go, mobile. Sorry about that. This is why the crosswalk paint looks so bad. It's because every truck that drives by here gets completely fricked and scrapes the paint off of the crosswalk. Yeah, but the problem is, like, improving when you're in a truck like this, that's got to be incredibly difficult, too. Being like, oh, frick, now I just have to make another turn somewhere else, right? And then that throws you off of your route. Like, that's got to not be very easy to just improv either. Anyway, I kind of empathize, honestly, with that. That sounded expensive. Huh. I mean, this, on the other hand, seems like maybe not the best sort of improv that you could do. I think that you've cracked a fuel tank? Did they crack a fuel tank? Why did they do that, though? I feel like you could kind of see that that wasn't going to work out well. And that this could have been avoided from the get-go. The only thing I can think of is maybe, like, they're trying to back out of a work site. But if they were able to get into the work site in the first place, like, they should be able to, in theory, back out the same way they came, even if it's a challenge, so. I think they were just trying to do a shortcut. Oof. The last house before this one that I lived at did have, like, a very, very convex driveway. And I was actually worried a few times about trucks that had to come in order to do work, beaching themselves. And fortunately, it never happened. But, like, there was definitely a limit. There was no street parking. And it was, so any truck that had to come would have to come into the driveway. And it was always a little worrying. So I don't miss that element of the previous house. There were also, like, there were many marks on that driveway from trucks that had clearly scraped going in and out in the center. But nobody got beached, at least. So, yeah. Man hauling 2 vehicles gets stuck going through the drive-thru at In-N-Out in Santa Clarita. Wow, it's so local. It's so close to home. Dude, going into a driveway or going into a drive-thru with a trailer is crazy. Drive-thrus are straight up too tight when you're driving a car on its own. Sometimes, the few times that I have driven through a drive-thru myself, I'm always like, holy frick, I'm going to curb my wheel going through here. Why in the world would you bring a trailer through? It's bad enough without it. That's a crazy idea. Like, why? Couldn't you have just parked literally anywhere and gone in and gotten food? You had so many options to not do this. You could have gotten food parking literally anywhere else. Why go through the drive-thru? I don't get it. Are they exiting via the sidewalk? They are. They're exiting via the sidewalk. They couldn't make the turn, so they just drove straight, drove over the sidewalk, and they're leaving now. Oh, it's 2 car. I didn't even catch it's a 2-car tow. It's a 2-car tow? Holy Jesus. Oh my God, it took me way too long to realize this. Everyone else already knew. It is towing 2 cars? Okay, I get it. Hauling 2 vehicles. I didn't even, like, my brain didn't even connect. I was like, oh, it's 2 cars. It's the truck and the car that it's towing. Oh my God. Oh my God. How are you this confident that you can do this? Like, I'm sorry. If I am towing this long of a load, I am going from point A to point B with the absolute bare minimum of turns that I can possibly do. Anytime I approach an intersection and I have to make a turn, I am going to be peeing myself. Like, holy frick, how do I turn? This person's like, sharp turn at a drive-thru? No problem. That's crazy. It's crazy. How about idiots being towed? I feel like this is a loud video. I feel like the tow truck driver is like, all right, just another day. Damn it! Damn it, now I have to cut this part of the video. God damn it. Damn it, stupid. Damn it. Gotta bring it into the editing software and cut it out. Frickin' balls. All right, guys. Well, this one doesn't make the cut because, guys, the dude starts punching the tow truck driver. God dang it. Well, frick. Well, freak. I don't know what Twitch's policy is on the fights, too. I'm not going to keep risking it. Frickin' balls. Florida. You are not trying to... There's no way that you thought that was gonna work. Oh my god. Oh. The moment of impact is hidden behind this privacy bar that was so conveniently placed there. No, I don't think he had a vasectomy there. I think that was more of a neutering, honestly. What did you think was gonna play out here? Like, you really thought that you were going to manage to keep the boat in place when it got out of the water. It is always kind of like, I don't know if you've ever, if you're ever on a boat, even a pretty big boat, and you get to the dock, like the fact that you can just pull it really easily by pulling the rope, it's kind of weird. That doesn't apply once the boat is out of the water. It doesn't work that way anymore. Then the boat's just gone. Like, that's the insult to injury. Oh, now the boat's fricked. Oh, God. Wouldn't it be easier to just, like, use a rope? Tie it around, like, tie it from the boat onto the tow hitch. Even if maybe that's not the way you're supposed to do it. It would have gotten you out of the water. Ropes exist for a reason. How could you make it this far and not notice? Hold on, what's happening? Oh, this ends very badly. I don't know if this, oh no. Oh no. I feel like we've seen this one or a variant of, in fact, I think we've seen this one because I distinctly remember that this person's windshield had a massive crack in it. And, oh. I like how they, like, well before the problem happened, this person literally is sticking their hand out of the window and, like, warning them, and the truck driver goes, they must just want me to honk my horn. That's all they're doing. And then they finally realized at that moment, oh, that's what they were trying to warn me about. Why didn't they warn me better? This is their fault, not mine. A new Chevy commercial. It's a very large boat. Is it it's all-wheel drive? It's got to be all-wheel drive. Yep. It's all-wheel drive. I think you might have gotten too big of a load. How did they get it there in the first place? Unless they're picking up their boat that just got built. And this is their first time transporting it. And they're going to lose it. We don't know if they lost it or not. The video ends too soon. I hope that the end of this is they go, this isn't going to work. Let's put it back in the water and we'll figure this out another day. Because I'm going to have a hard time justifying myself if I get this on the highway and end up hurting somebody else. Yes, perhaps a different towing setup would have been justified. I agree. I mean, there is a size at which you just cannot tow a boat behind a car, right? What do you do at that point? how do you handle a boat that is too big to ever get transported? Like, you just have to keep it in the water. And then you gotta take it to a place that services it while it's in the water. You gotta, like, drive it over there. It just, boats, I'm sorry, man. It's just so inconvenient. I don't know, man. I can't imagine the desire to own a boat. The only desire is to be on somebody else's boat. Never, ever own your own. Good God, I could not be less interested in something ever. What a moron. This is why they make ramps. This feels like a really good way to get your car stuck and or just completely gone in the water. Oh, it's gone. Now you have 2 boats. One just sinks instead of floats. The people on the boat are like, well, we can go now. Well. Do you think that the Coast Guard gets very annoyed at things like this? Or is this like a fun detour from their usual day when somebody does something stupid? And are they able to bill this person for the hours anyway because they did something super dumb? Like, you think the Coast Guard would be like, oh, you freaking idiot. But also it might just be like, now we get to also bill you like $10,000 for the retrieval of this. Oh, God. I don't know. Is it the Coast Guard? I guess depending upon how far out it goes, maybe the Coast Guard has to help. Or alternatively, if it stays close enough to the shore, then maybe it's someone on land comes in with a winch and grabs it out. But yeah, anyway. Pull it. Pull it. You just say the Coast Guard bills people in the U.S. ? If you have done something just unbelievably stupid that takes resources away from actual emergencies, I do think that you sometimes get billed for that. I think there are different scenarios. Obviously, even if you take an ambulance, you're getting billed for that in the U.S. So to be fair, you can't just get billed for anything, I feel like, but especially if you've done something really stupid. All right. That car is so stuck. They have made themselves so... There's no way that the wheel got this buried if they were not just spinning it for like 30 minutes thinking, you know what? It didn't work for the last 10 minutes, but now it will. And that wheel is so lodged in there that I don't think you're getting it out without literally ripping the entire frame off the axle. Oh my God. Oh, it's getting ripped apart. Oh, the car is done. So I'm actually really impressed if the other car has the toe strength to just straight up rip it apart. Oh, it's getting so ripped. We're about to see a car get torn in half. Holy frick. It's just going to pull the axle up. Yeah, there we go. I'm so pleased with this result. You know what's impressive, though, is it's like the equal force was being applied there to both axles, right? I don't know if this was being pulled toe hook to toe hook, or maybe the rope was wrapped around a different part, because I'm just thinking, like, the pickup truck that was pulling also could feasibly have lost its axle too, but it was probably toe point on the truck versus just wrapped around the axle on the other one. I think the car might be totaled now. Dang, that's crazy. Multiple warnings. It was 12'4". 12'4". He's gonna can opener the top of the truck. 12'4" again, and oh, that's a satisfying can opener though. Like when it's just like a few inches too low and it just rips it right back. It's kind of a satisfying thing, just a gigantic can opener. I wonder how many truck drivers out there though just like they just don't really keep in mind the height of the load. It does seem like an important note to always have in mind is how tall is my rig. But I've never been a truck driver, so I don't know. Delicately balanced load. Uh-oh. Oh, he's just gonna wheelie up. It's Stacy. Oh my God. It's gonna work. Oh, it doesn't. Oh, it didn't work. I thought this was gonna end in a very satisfying way, and then not so much. What is that? Is it like steel sheets? At least it wasn't glass that just shattered or something. But I don't know if it broke whatever they were towing to where it's not usable anymore, like tweaked it. Yeah, why not tie it down sideways? I don't know. They probably have to like go through something that's too narrow for that. I mean, either way, you'd think that at the very least you would just add. This is, you know what? This is a place where the trash bin really they could have just tied the trash bin underneath it. They could have just if only they had watched the video of the lady towing her trash bin, then they could have applied that technology here and had it be the support at the end, and then they would have been fine. It would have been fine. No, this is why you gotta watch idiots in towing things, because you can learn techniques that can save you in a future work environment. I have no words. Those are the drive wheels, aren't they? Is it in neutral? I hope it's in neutral. But if it's not, it's also that is oh, is this gonna go bad on the turn? It's impressive though, you know, using a U-Haul to do a second. Oh, there's the it wasn't in neutral. I was thinking like it could actually not be terrible, right? It could be in neutral, it could be fine, but you can't tell at first. It looks like it could be okay. It's not a big deal. That's fine. Like, why is this one of the top posts of all time? Oopsie daisies. I don't know how you wouldn't consider, hey, you know, if I am towing this car and I have to do it where it is on the rear wheels, I should confirm that those are not the drive wheels. And if they are the drive wheels, make sure that I don't have it in park or in gear while I do this. And that's a good question. Do we hear the sound? Should they hear the sound?
What an idiot.
We would have understood a lot earlier had we had the sound on. What's that? Oh, that must be the cars next to us that are making noise. That's not us. That's another car. It's the little car following us, I think. Dude, the amount of times that I have been scared about my own car because somebody else's car nearby is making noise. I'm like, is there something wrong with my car? And then it like phases out a little bit and then it gets louder and I'm like, oh, it's that one. But I get so scared for a moment. All right. What the heck? That is a very large thing to be towing with a very small car. I kind of love the SUV, but I don't know that it's made to be towing something that gigantic when it's completely bottomed out and the other thing is tipping forward. Short and sweet, I guess. Hopefully they didn't go too far. How about idiot being towed? Brother, there is no way that the driver has any idea that this is happening. Oh my God. They must have stopped at a stoplight. This guy just came up in the cart and let the intrusive thoughts win, and the truck has no idea. Because like, you can't see that in the mirrors unless they activated a backup camera or something like that. They have no idea. That's crazy, though. There is a pothole somewhere down the road, and this guy is not alive anymore. I mean, he wasn't in the right mind to begin with, but holy frick, dude. Oh, my God. That's crazy. I hope that you called the police on that one. Yeah, I know. He takes the handoff too and just waves. Like, what do you mean? I'm not even sure what to say about this. Is this like a... How does this sound? Uh-oh.
Oh my God. I just got that on camera. No, Bumbo, come on. Holy crap, I just got that on camera.
Was this like a steamroller wheel? What? What are you doing? What are you doing? Bro, steamrollers don't go over like 1 mile an hour for a reason. Oh, that poor person in the other car is like, and my insurance wouldn't even believe this. If somebody didn't catch this on camera, they would be like, there's no way you didn't just hit an object that was stationary in the middle of the road.
Oh my God. I just got that on camera.
Wow. That's a new one. I hope they were okay. Good God. Well, that's it for the top of all time of idiots towing things. Nice little hybrid crossover for idiots in cars. Hopefully you've enjoyed. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.